Hey everybody, I haven't made a video in a while, so I figured I'd spend some time tonight real quick, kind of making like a little ramble. I'm just working on this commission here of these Imperial Fist guys. It's like my other ones I've made. So, well, what I really want to talk about right now is Winsor and Newton Series 7 brushes. I don't know about you, but I had not tried to actually purchase a Series 7 brush in quite a while. And it turns out that I went to my local Dick Blick last week to buy some Winsor and Newton Series 7 brushes, only to find out you can't buy any new Winsor and Newton Series 7 brushes, because apparently there's some crap going on from the Fish and Wildlife department and importing Kolinsky Sable brushes or hairs. And this has been going on for quite a while. I've been doing some research on it, and it's like been going on since last summer at least. And apparently it was just a paperwork thing they had to clear out, but it's been, 8 months now, or was it March? So it's been like 9 months, and they still haven't gotten anywhere, and you still can't get Series 7 brushes. You go to Dick Blick website, they're simply not available. And fortunately, my local store did have a couple left. They had a couple of really giant ones, and they had this number 2 here, which I picked up because they had it. I was like, no, it's not exactly what I want, but I might as well grab it while I can because it's what they got. And so far, I've just been starting to use it tonight, and I'm loving it. It's nice having a good point that sticks around while you're painting. So they do have some alternatives there. I had this one here, which is what is a Bay brush or whatever. This is a 2.0, and so I picked this up. This was the same price as what a Series 7 would have been. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm kind of apprehensive that I wasted my money on a brush that's not going to perform as well as what I was paying for. And then I think that kind of explains why I've been having so much trouble with the GW brushes lately. When these black handle GW brushes first came out, I thought they were absolutely fantastic, especially for the price. I went through a lot of these because they didn't last forever, but they did hold their point amazingly well throughout their entire life, up to the point where they literally disintegrated. And so I thought that was pretty good, pretty good quality brush for the $4 or $5 you were paying for them to hold a point as well as they did. And I've noticed just in recently, the last few times I've bought GW brushes, they just don't hold a point like they used to. And I know they used to be sable brushes, so that would kind of explain why the quality of the GW brushes has gone down too, because they can't get the same sable hairs that they were using when the black line first came out. At least that's a guess. I mean, that is literally just a guess. But which kind of makes me mad, sad, because as I said, when these black handled brushes, when Games Workshop first came out, I was just astonished by how totally awesome they were. So this is what I'm working on. Unfortunately, I haven't made any progress on my power station. I haven't made any progress on my hanger, because I've been working on these guys on what little time I do have to paint now that I have a job. There's nothing worse to interfere with hobby time than actually having to do some work. So, but this is something I have to live with. So I have to get these guys done. That, and of course, I've been playing just a crap ton of Star Trek Attack Wing in the OP organized play events around here, because there's a couple stores that hold them on Thursday and Friday night. So I've been going out on my days off to play Star Trek as I can. Star Trek's a lot of fun. So as it is, my projects are starting to pile up, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to put some more concentrated effort into getting some stuff done, especially since now my daughter has gotten me onto this crafting kick for her dolls, wanting to make beds and dresses and stuff, and is trying to demand some of my hobby time so that she can craft. and I'm not really too keen on giving up my hobby time as it is. So, but anyway, I mean, projects are just starting to stack up. I got to get these guys at least to the point where they're yellow, so I can prove that I'm making progress. And then I need to get going on that power station so I can get it done by the end of the month. And then I still got I still got the hangars to do, I still got all the trucks to work on. I got 3 more trucks to build, and I got to paint all those. Got lots of ideas for those too, but I can't do anything on them. Oh, and the same guy has me all to use Imperial Fist bikes wants me to do a Storm Talon too. Fortunately, the Storm Talon is not that hard. That's mostly airbrushing anyway, so that's not a big project. But these bikes certainly are, because there's just so many details on them. But now that I got a decent brush, not trying to use a GW brush that doesn't hold point anymore, now I got a decent brush that does, it shouldn't take too long. In fact, I'm already making good progress just in tonight and what I've been able to do. So, yeah, for those of you who have Winsor and Newton Series 7 brushes that are still good, treat them really well, because you're not going to be able to get a replacement for a while. And those of you who are looking to get the Series 7 brushes, well, you're just going to kind of be out of luck. At least in America, of course. This only applies to my American viewers here. Thanks to our wonderful, freedom-loving government, it has to tell you what to do. But I won't get into that here, because it has no place on this channel. That you might just be out of luck, and you have to find alternatives. The GW brushes aren't, unfortunately, I'm just going to stop buying them until this Kolinsky thing is all worked out, because they're just not worth it anymore at all, because it just simply won't hold a point worth of crap. So GW has to work on, it's not and this one I can honestly say it's not GW's fault this time. It's just they simply can't import the kind of fibers or brushes that they need to make good brushes. So that's it. That's my Series 7 number 2. I'm going to treat it like gold. Why? Because I have it. It's going to get treated very well, and try to make it last just as long as possible. I mean, I've had Series 7 brushes in the past, but they have disintegrated. You know, they don't really last a little bit longer than cheaper brushes, but not long enough. Not long, at least the ones I did, despite, you know, treating them well, cleaning them every time. They didn't last longer enough, I think, to justify the price over the GW brushes, which is why I was buying those, and that's how I find out that the GW brushes quality has gone down. And again, no fault of their own. So that's really all I got to say tonight. Just stick around. There's more content coming as I can get it. I really want to get these guys done because I want to work on my stuff. And actually painting the Storm Talon sounds like a lot of fun. Because I got so much stuff I want to work on. I actually got a dining table for the first time in my life of my own, so I can that's big enough to hold an actual 4x6 table. So I've got some pieces of foam to make into a table base. Finally, this is what I've been wanting to do forever. And then, so I got that table to work on. I've got the terrain pieces I've made to work on. I've got the trucks. I've got finally figured out how I want to paint my Signar models after who knows how long. I'll probably do something similar for my Drop Zone Commander when I'm ready to paint them too. I guess now, I mean, there was at one point where I didn't have a whole lot to do, but now stuff is just piling up and piling up. It's like, I want to do that, I want to do that, but I can't do that yet, which is kind of disappointing, because there's nothing that'll burn you out on this hobby faster than being stuck with doing stuff that you don't want to do. So I'm definitely working on dealing with that part of it. So I just want to get these guys to a nice stopping point, that way I can work on something else for a while, because I really don't have a lot of building left to do on the power station, so I want to get that built here hopefully this week. I do have another Star Trek tournament this week and another Star Trek tournament next week, but then that will be the end of the OP tournaments that I'm going to be participating in. They're both OP6 events. So, and until they start up the Borg OP in a few months, my Star Trek will go down too, which I'm sure I can come up with a Star Trek night once in a while. Or if I can get a job with decent hours again, I can get back to playing my regular weekly 40K night. Or trying to find somewhere else to find a weekly 40K night, I don't know. So, yeah, I think that's all I got to say. Just please stick around. There's more stuff coming for sure. I just don't know when exactly that stuff's going to be coming. But yeah, so just working on these Imperial 5ths. So that's all I got to say for now. And me and Winsor and Newton are gonna sign off for the night. See you later.